why some of you are not making sales? Not because you have a bad product, but because you have a sales rep who don't know how to approach your customer or who don't know how to resolve issues. So train your sales rep if you have to. Yes, train your customer sales representative if you have to. So let me give you guys a story. So I've been working on this project, actually interior design stuff. So my boss actually make order for some goods. It's actually electronic stuff. So I was to go there to just go and pick up these goods. So when I get there, my boss actually gave me our own list. So I was to cross check it to see that everything is in order before taking it to the site. He was listing. So when I get there, my boss said she placed order for three 43 inches smart TV, 155, 175 inches. So when I got there, I was saying like I was saying sorry, 1 inches of each, like 1 inches of 45 inches, 1 inch, 1 inches of 55, 1 inches of 43, and 1 inches of 75. So I called my boss. I was like, okay, so this is what is here. She was like, no, I make order for 3 43 inches, 155, 175. So I called the attention of the sales girls. I was like, hey, this is what my boss is saying. She was like, no. So when we are having our back from, the boss was actually there. That is the owner of the main store. And this is where the story gets beautiful. Like, if you're a business owner, you need to learn from this story. Like I said, the way this owner of this store approached this issue was the reason why everything was settled. So the owner of the store was like, okay, let me see the list. I give him the list. He called my boss. Because my boss actually know the owner of the store. So the owner of the store was like, okay, ma, it's 1 inches. You place order for like, sorry, 1 pieces, not 3 inches. My voice was not having it. She was like, no, I told your sales girl, I need 3 43 inches TV, 155, 175. Guess what the sales girl did? The sales girl was like trying to be defensive. This is why I would say customer service representative or a customer service representative. Don't try to be defensive when a customer, a client is angry. Is it that what they say customer is always right? I know it is not in every case, but in this case, you just have to let that customer vent out. Like, just let them pour out their out. You're only just like, I'm sorry, ma. How can we resolve this issue? Don't try to be defensive. The sales rep was like, no, ma. Usually they usually ask me like, do we have 43 inches, 55 inches, 75 inches? You didn't tell me it is 3. I was like, is it that one I just now? That one that you vest me part. I told you I need 3 of these, 1 of each. But the sales girl actually thought she need 1 of those pieces. My boss was furious, but like, no, I'm not taking this. You know what? I need a refund. A friend of goods worth almost 8.something million naira. She was like, I don't want to buy anymore. I need a refund. And you know the store was like, man, let's just try to look for a way to resolve it. So I was the one there. I just called the market. You know what we are going to do? Let's do a calculation from everything. Let us say that okay, we have the accurate figure. So we did a calculation for everything. The price tally even give us some discount. So I called my boss. She was angry because she already placed order for 3. Now she's getting 1 each. So I have to explain to her, ma, I've already done the calculation of everything. Definitely, the money is accurate. But here's the issue. I think the issue was in the midst of communication. I think it's a miscommunication of stuff. The sales guy actually thought you order for 1. She didn't know that you need 3 or 43 inches. So like that is where the problem is. She told her specifically she need 3, not 1 or 43 inches. But she went to go and put 1. I was like, okay, fine. But you already calculated the money. The money is correct. So we have to do now, we have to pay for 2 extra TV. She was like, I'm not going to pay. Even though I'm going to be buying from another store. Because the sales girl was the one who actually made this mistake. And I'm working on the budget. I said, okay, fine, this budget is still fine. We have calculated everything is fine. And you know the store is ready to see for some money. And you know the store was trying to talk to my boss. I myself are trying to talk to my boss. So I gave her some time. She called out and she called me like, okay, how much do you want to take off? And the owner of the store was actually kind enough. He took almost 50,000 naira off. These are TVs that I think one of it is almost 300 something thousand naira for 143 inches TV because they are Hisense product, and the man actually go off almost 50 something thousand naira. Like, so we actually pay for 2 extra TV because of why the way the owner of the store approached this issue was even telling the sales girl, no, don't argue with the customer, just let her say I'm sorry. So how are we going to resolve it? Because we cannot actually do a refund of almost 800 something, and this is one thing I was telling for the owner of the store. This man was not trying to be like, hey, we do not have a no-refund policy here. He never stated that. Even though that is his policy, but he never stated he was actually looking for a way to resolve the issue. He was like, okay, how can we resolve this? I know, I'm really sorry about, like, he was trying to make sure that the customer does not actually buy, but she comes back for another day. Because you know that, okay, we are into interior, definitely we are going to be needing home appliance, we are going to be needing electricity, we are going to be needing a whole lot of stuff, electronics and the rest. So I actually make payment for 2 extra products, and we'll actually buy what we have to buy. And after that, he even gave us the gifts so that we can keep coming back. So this is the lesson to you as a business owner. Always make sure that your sales rep, they are in the right track with you. And please, if you can have to train them, coach them Yeah, it's not everybody that is good when it comes to sales. It's not everybody that have a foundation of customerization or how to handle a customer. You have to teach them. Don't just hire people for hiring sake. Teach them so your customer can keep coming back. I've had experiences because for a couple of weeks now, you actually be bringing to buy stuff from some vendor, from some store, and there are some stores I'm not going back to. Yeah, because they have a bad customer approach. No matter the millions you have, your home, your store, you still need customer for them to keep coming back to you. So today, learn this as a customer representative, a sales representative, or a store owner. Learn how to approach your customer. And whenever there is a conflict, there is an issue, learn how to handle it amicably without escalating. Bye bye.